Welcome back, everybody, to the Global Speedrun Association Celeste Any Percent League. My name is Zojalix, and I'm back on the mic here, joined with Troy of Athens, here to bring you Marlin versus Archie Gaming's Programmatic. Definitely looking like we're going to be seeing a pretty awesome race here. We've already had a couple of really good races. TGHSR just coming off, taking another 27 in this league. That is really awesome to see that. Absolutely insane time. He was able to take his win over Aurora Dash. And then Troy, go ahead and talk about the Black Pair versus Psyched.
Sure, yeah. Black Pair versus Celeste was also a very good match. Very close together. 30-second difference between the two players at the end. So good to see that one as well. But we're gonna be going versus Programmatic here.
Yeah, Marlin. Definitely looking to be a really awesome race here. Programmatic looking to try and get as many points as possible. In 9th place right now, needing some more points if he's going to be able to be in that playoff contention spot. So this is definitely going to be an important race for him to try and take a win off of.
Yeah, currently needs 48 points to overtake the 8th place spot.
Which is very possible, even with...
Yeah, even with a loss, right. So, starting off, finishing out prologue and into chapter 1. This match is pre-recorded, but
yeah,
pretty live audience.
Yep, live audience, live commentary, so that's what matters.
Yep.
So Marlin, I guess there's a little bit of a timer desync, so it's hard to actually be able to tell who's ahead.
Ultimately, I've pretty much gone to the opinion that pre-recorded versus live races really doesn't affect almost anything other than the fact that we can't do interviews at the end. Like, it doesn't mean anything, really.
Yeah, that's literally the only thing that changes anything. Oh,
that's
getting a quick sync up, and it looks like Marlin is ahead by about one full screen right now going through City, and I'm pretty sure that it's just off of movement alone. I didn't see any major mistakes coming from Programmatic. Oh no! Marlin now taking a death. This is going to be an opportunity for Programmatic to make up some ground. Marlin missing the wall bounce up onto the crystal and ends up hitting the spike. But it looks like even still, Marlin is able to maintain his lead.
Very small one, though.
Yeah, only about 2 or 3 seconds.
About 2.
About 2 seconds?
Yeah, I was able to see the file timer at the end there. Okay, I'm now starting out with chapter 2 here. Player is working through to get to the first cutscene here to activate all of these dream blocks.
Yeah, definitely some really good movement coming from both of these runners as they progress through Old Site. Marlin looking like he's going to be the first one to be coming up on the battle chase, but Programmatic is right behind him. Marlin only looking like he's got about a second worth of a lead, maybe even less.
Yeah, it definitely closed much more given the mess up that Marlin just had there with movement. They are just a few frames apart at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely super close. If there wasn't an in-game timer desync, it would be a total sync right now, I'm pretty.
Right.
Either way, both of these runners are playing it really clean right now. Marlin looking like he's going to be the first one to be wrapping up his battle and chase here. Probably just RTA. I'm not sure if you're having the same bitrate issues I am.
We might be. I don't know if...
Mine's looking a little choppy.
Yeah, I don't know if Restreamer decided or not to do the East Coast service, which like we've been doing for the past 2. Might have forgotten. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
East Coast seems to be the better server overall today. So, go for that. Marlin having a lot of trouble in this awake
Wow.
section. Yeah, giving Programmatic a lot of things to work with. And that was pretty much an even ending to that chapter. 327 and 328.
Marlin barely maintaining his lead right now. I'm pretty sure there's less than a second difference. I wasn't sure what the...
A bit more, actually, but still very close.
Okay.
It was 27.4, sorry, 28.4 on Programmatic and 27.0-ish on Marlin. Oh, what is this key?
Marlin.
Marlin? Okay.
Not able to get the key right now. That's going to give Programmatic the lead. This is definitely
a lot of time.
not. Oh no, but Programmatic takes a death there on the Dust Bunnies, and the lead looks like it's going to be... No, it's still maintained by Programmatic in-game timer-wise, but I think that flub right there might have just given the lead back over to Marlin, and it did.
Wow, that was so many lead changes in just a little bit of time there.
So now Marlin is able to get himself about a 3-second lead despite all of those mess-ups.
Okay, yeah, Marlin still doing some weird strategies here with that, with the coin room there. Trying to get a clear head to be able to play properly again.
Yeah.
Working through a huge mess on both player sides, Programmatic just entering it. Yeah, it's very true. Marlin has been really not been practicing as much as he was lately, so he might be a little rusty. Well, hopefully you can shake those cobwebs off. In these first few chapters, 17, I believe.
Yep. Oh, Frog kind of struggling with that wall, with that spike jump there, but he is able to get it after a little bit.
A little less than a 10-second gap between the two players.
Both of these runners making their way through books. Marlin able to have some really clean movement through these books. Very impressive from him. Programmatic now also demonstrating some pretty clean movement himself.
Yeah, definitely trying to stay within spitting distance of Marlin right now, or throwing distance, whichever expression you want to use.
Alright, Marlin now on the last screen of laundry. Oh, kind of missing off the corner boost there, but is able to back it up really well.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't die there. That was either really
insane.
good reaction. I can't tell whether that was good reaction or just
Programmatic
really
dashing himself off the laundry pile and into the Dust Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, as Marlin's starting off the elevator shaft section, I'm going to be approaching the OG demo dash shortly.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you specify about the OG demo dash versus, because there's so many demos now that you see in the run that you have to make sure that you specify.
I've grown to calling it the OG because it is the original one.
All right, Marlin on his first attempt, and no, he's not able to get it, but he is able to take the checkpoint. Second attempt goes through. He's able to just fling himself straight through. That was really fast on that second attempt.
Much
on
faster
that demo.
setup. The pixel's pretty easy to find, so once you're in it, you can just go right for it.
Programmatic able to shoot himself through on his first try. Not able to get the task cycle on that last screen though.
Okay, now both dealing with the Oshiro section. Oh, having a little bit of trouble on that screen on Marlin's side. And having some trouble with the stream here.
Looking like bitrate, or not bitrate, but a couple of frame drops.
Must be something going on with the recording there.
Marlin's side, probably some frame drops from his stream when they were originally streaming the recordings.
or restreamer problems. One of the two.
Maybe, but either way, this is going to be Marlin still continuing to be ahead.
Absolutely. Not really able to make out what the time said there. Bitrate is kind of flubbing right now.
Yeah.
814 on programmatic side at least. So could make out that much. Okay, and came out at around 8 minutes exactly for Marlin.
So about a 14-second lead for Marlin as we start out Golden Ridge.
Yeah, a bit more, of course, because of the whole cutscene stuff that happens at the start of a chapter.
And oh, not quite sure what happened on Marlin's screen there, but as I take a look on the other screen, oh, he missed the diagonal dash down into the bubble and ended up dashing into his death. That's really unfortunate there.
Mm-hmm. Marlin working on Archie.
Very clean from him as he continues to move through the rest of Golden Ridge, coming up on one of the small little auto-scroller skips.
Yeah, I think Marlin... I recall that Marlin does go for boxless, so we'll be seeing that from him probably.
Yeah, he goes through all of the harder strats. All right, there he goes for the... Oh, no! He falls. He missed a dash, and then he... Oh, man, Marlin not able to even...
He's still going for it, too! Even after all those mistakes, he keeps going for it and misses it. That was the first he got it so far, and still taking deaths. Programmatic is catching up slowly.
And he's got it now, but that is definitely going to be coming at quite a bit of a cost. Programmatic is going to be playing it on the safer side, which Marlin is still going to be ahead, but that is a huge chunk of time that Programmatic is able to gain back over Marlin.
Yeah, I don't even think Programmatic has learned that strategy yet, really.
No, but that strat is so hard.
Oh, Programmatic with the death on that one. Not able to get the bubble skip on that screen. And now Marlin going for the Ultra on the second auto-scroller. Able to pull that off first try. Programmatic on it now. Okay, looking good.
He's got it himself.
Yeah. So Marlin now started off Cliff's Edge.
Cliff face.
Cliff face.
Come on, stats guy.
I'm stats guy, not huge knowledge about game guy.
What's the difference? Oh no, Marlin messing up on ultras a couple of times, dashing. He's really struggling. Wasn't able to get his dash. I'm not sure if he wasn't able to get his dash back, or if he was just messing something up. And he ended up falling to his death twice.
Ooh. Oh, and not getting reverse hypers there. Both players having a lot of trouble in Cliff Face. Programmatic taking a couple deaths on that screen with the snowballs. Marlin now on the final screen. Looking to finish out it there with, I believe that timer said 10:56.
Yeah, looks like a 10:56 on Marlin's end. Yep, 10:56 on Marlin's end, and Programmatic still looking to finish up. I thought Programmatic could close the distance a little bit more, but he is really struggling on this.
Yeah, not getting this reverse hyper. He definitely had the opportunity, but a lot of trouble in Cliff Face from Programmatic made it so that he was not really able to keep that distance.
And so now he's gonna be about 40 seconds behind.
Yeah, very true. I see you in chat saying that stuff. Yeah, Cliff Face can be a difficult section for everyone, but that particular one was very messy for both players.
Yeah. Marlin able to get the cutscene skip, the Theo skip, and now he's able to come through on Yeet, and he's got the Yeet.
Nice. Programmatic starting out 5A as well. Okay, Marlin working through the cassette room, looking good. Little trip on the end there, but very good cassette grab.
Gonna be a 108 as he returns to map. Excellent from him. Programmatic able to get the Theo cutscene skip, but he had to go a little bit slower on that one. Now he comes up on the eat himself. Oh!
Misses the bunny hop there. So didn't even get the full length.
Didn't even get a yee.
Yeah. He's not able to carry the momentum very far at all.
Now, Marlin only a couple screens away before he comes up onto Bub's drop. Programmatic going to be collecting the cassette tape here. Marlin now coming up onto his first attempt at Bub's drop. Let's see how this goes. And he is up and over, and he's got it.
Programmatic now, final screen of 5A.
Programmatic now definitely needs a first try Bub's drop if he's going to be able to stay in this race, because he's already at quite a bit of a deficit.
Absolutely.
And missing a Bub's drop would not help at all.
Very true. Programmatic going to be approaching it shortly. Just got 2 more screens here, or 1 more really.
Alright, now he's coming up onto his first attempt at Bub's drop while Marlin is on his descent through the mirror. Programmatic goes up for Bub's drop, and he's got it himself. Nice. Able to stay a little bit in this into this race. Still at quite a bit of a deficit.
Yeah, but that's certainly going to help him out in having any sort of possibility of coming back. Anytime that's less than a minute, you still have a chance, but it's definitely of course it gets
definitely
harder
a struggle.
There is. Marlin working through Theo's section now. Oh! Not going to be able to keep Theo in the air for that one. Tried to save it, was not able to. Programmatic now going to be going into the mirror. Secret gauntlet for Marlin. Taking it slow on this last one. Not going to work out for him. That's the very end of the Seeker Gauntlet. Yeah, just wasn't able to carry momentum into the final part of that gauntlet, and it just cost him.
Okay. Marlin dropping Theo for a second, but he's able to pick him up and keep going.
Yeah, good save there. Oh, Programmatic! Not able to get the shockwave timing correct. Marlin finishing out Chapter 5. Not really sure what I saw on the timer there. Probably somewhere in the 1450 range, I think. Is what I saw. Let's see when it comes back up here. Wow, 1440. 14.4x. Wow, it's really good. Okay, Programmatic first last few screens of Theo.
Struggling a little bit on that one, but he is able to make his way through there.
Okay, and Programmatic, yeah, waiting on a death cycle here, but still having trouble. Gonna be around a minute difference between the two players as they go into Chapter 6. And we don't have sound on, but do we have covert blocks on right now? I didn't even notice. Like I said, we don't have sound on, but
looks like probably, yeah, looks like Marlin might be having covert blocks going, which makes me really happy.
Yeah, always cool to see. It's a little Easter egg that exists as long as you name your file a certain code. It's actually what someone in chat just wrote. That is the code that you have to put in for it to give you covert block sound. Oh, Marlin having a lot of trouble here. Just before going into the top route.
Oh no, he overshoots, having too much momentum, and ends up when he hits the bubble, ends up falling into the spikes, taking a death there.
That's such a risky strategy to go for. Similar to a lot of other strategies where you just have so much momentum, it's really easy to lose control. Definitely still has the lead here. As I said, a minute difference was at the start of Chapter 6, so definitely has the wiggle room to work with.
Yeah, definitely does. Especially now as he goes through, he easily clearing these dev-intended skips.
Okay, battle and boost coming up from Marlin. Looking good.
Battle and fight going pretty well for Marlin so far. Programmatic trying to do what he can to catch up. And as I said, his fight, he messes up a little bit and ends up hitting the lasers. Looks like he almost did like a small little bug drop input kind of thing.
Okay, Programmatic working through the dev-intended drop there. And now into battle and boost.
Oh, Programmatic misses battle and boost. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he didn't. Wasn't able to get the
and falling off of the Kevin block on the second time. You see mess ups and battle and boosts, but not like this. Usually it ends up being your momentum just gets lost, but you still go on to the next screen. Dying on that screen is the worst case because it is a lot of time that's wasted from dying there. Alright, Marlin gonna be on the second to last battle and fight screen here. Programmatic still working through the beginning. Marlin, not the cleanest Chapter 6 either. Definitely had the potential to come out of here sub 20, but was not able to.
Yeah, definitely had a couple of deaths there that were a little bit of a struggle for him.
Okay, gonna be out of there at 2028, I believe that said?
20...
38 maybe.
We'll see here. 2038, yep.
Okay. Still a very good time going into the summit. Not 27 no 27 is possible for this run, but
no.
Still very good to be seeing.
Yeah, this is a really good race time.
Yeah.
Programmatic now on finishing up the first round of his battle and boost.
Yeah. even though we've seen 27s in these races before, it is very rare. Only actually achieved by two players in the whole league this season, and not many times. So it's actually only been 4 times this season. I was counting. When I said 5, I was counting the whole league because there was 1 in the first season.
Right.
Okay, Programmatic on second to last balance screen, now on the last one, as Marlin is working through 500.
So this is definitely a race that looks like Marlin is going to be picking up here, unless something odd happens, which there is still very much a case for that. But even still, looking ahead, Programmatic, he's going to have to clean quite a bit up because his next match that he's got is up against Psyched, which is not going to be an easy match. And then his last match of the regular season is up against TGH. And so if Programmatic wants to hope for that playoff dream, he's going to have to really, really clean some stuff up and play significantly cleaner than he has this week. Because both Psyched and TGH are going to be massive obstacles that he's going to have to climb over in order to make it into playoffs.
Very true. I believe he should still be able to get enough points to overtake 8th place if everything goes out well here. Like I said, it only needs 48 points to switch with 8th place. So that is just, he needs to be within 3 minutes and no, maybe less than that. Somewhere between 2 and 3 minutes, I think. I'd have to do math.
Oh, looks like we're getting a quick sync here as we finish up Summit.
Actually, at most 2 minutes apart from what the math I just did in my head was. Because, you know, 48 minus 30 is 18.
Oh, Marlin going a little bit early on that cycle there and ends up taking a death, but he's still able to make it through on the second run. Out of all the rooms to die in, though, that one was one of your most preferred. That one being one of the shorter rooms.
Yeah.
Which is odd, because 1,500 meters is full of a lot of super long and punishing rooms.
Yeah. Programmatic not going to be able to conserve enough dashes to work with on this screen, and having a lot of trouble now, has taken 3 deaths so far on the screen. So yeah, like I said, it has to be within 2 minutes in order to overtake 8th place.
Oh, Marlin kind of getting stuck a little bit, but is able to make it work. Now he's coming up on the auto scroller, skip. Got a pretty good start for him. And he's got it.
Nice. Programmatic working on those dream hypers right now in 1,000 meters. Okay. Players looking good right now, pulling off everything they need to. Marlin gonna be entering 2,500 now. And Programmatic going into 1,500. Very important that he has a clean 1,500 in order to keep the distance that he does.
Are you talking Marlin having a clean Marlin having a clean 2,500? Okay.
No, I'm talking Programmatic needing a clean 1,500 because, like I said,
well, he's already taken 1 death in there.
He still wants wants it to be less than a 2-minute gap. Not necessarily, not really looking too much at the possibility of Programmatic taking this win, but he's still got to focus on those points right now in order for Programmatic to possibly get that playoff spot.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to try and snag as many points as possible as he goes through this.
Okay, Marlin now going to be going into the final part of Summit, 3,000 meters, just has to finish out the screen. Okay. So Marlin at 3,000 with Programmatic at 2,000 now. Oh! Programmatic having a little bit of trouble at the beginning of 2,000, but able to work through it.
Alright, Marlin now making... Oh! Marlin overshooting the flag there a little bit. Ends up taking a death on downdraft.
Yeah, I believe you typically skip that flag. I think he just overshot where he wanted to go, yeah. Either way, still an overshoot, so good job.
That it is. Alright, now we've got... Oh, Marlin taking another death on this downdraft. He's kind of struggling here. Movement not coming out to be what he wants it to be.
Yeah, that rust is definitely still showing here, as it was in the beginning of the race. Downdraft has a lot of tight inputs that can be easily dropped. So. I don't mean input drop. I mean, like not doing them because reaction time drop. That Marlin now in the updraft section. Not as tight with the inputs, but still a very costly area to die in. Certainly much more than the downdraft section. As Programmatic is working through 2,500. Whoa. Good save there. Another good save. Not a lot of players can recover from a mess up like that on that screen. Marlin entering flag number 6 now. Okay, Marlin finishing out, working on flag number 2 right now, and now number 1, looking at just, a very low 29 here, getting a 29.05 on the clock, it looks like. How the, Aurora, how did you call that?
Did he actually call that in chat?
Yeah. Do you not see that?
Wow. Nice job from Aurora Dash on the prediction for Marlin.
But also good run from Marlin getting a sub 30, despite a lot of hiccups throughout the run.
Programmatic himself really struggling on these spike jumps.
Yeah, that 2-minute gap is getting further and further away from him. It's not going to be easy. I don't even think it's very much possible at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very uphill climb.
Nice.
Oh, that wasn't even intended.
Too bad. It is now.
Well, it's canon. Okay.
Okay, yeah, now working through that updraft section. Flag number 14, I believe here. Yeah, this is 13.
Pretty decent run overall, even still coming from Programmatic. Not a run you want to see when you're going up against Marlin, but overall still pulling out a low 31, or probably more like a mid to high 31. Is still a pretty good race time to have. Just knowing what you... The biggest thing for Programmatic now as he goes from here... just being able to clean up what you have, know what it is you need to work on, and being able to clean yourself up, getting yourself ready for those next matches will really come in handy.
Yeah, especially with Programmatic actually facing the player who is just above him, Psyched, next week. This could be very important. They're going to be very close in points, and it pretty much could decide exactly who's going to be in the 8th place spot.
Oh, Programmatic now jumping a little bit too early on that wall bounce and ends up dying. But yes, definitely going to have to be paying attention his match against Psyched, because that one is going to be very important. If Programmatic wants that playoff spot, he's going to have to pull out a pretty decent win against Psyched, in my opinion. And so now he's going to be finishing up with a 32.04. Pretty good time for Programmatic. Or, well, actually, I'm not sure if that might be even on the rougher side for Prog.
It's on the rougher, yeah.
Yeah,
not gonna be very satisfied with that run, but still within the 5-minute range.
What was that, a 32.05?
32.04.
32.04. Well, even still, that is going to be his worst time of the season.
Yeah.
But only by about 2 seconds, so it's not like it was totally detrimental.
Mm-hmm. But definitely within 5 minutes, still gonna get some points.
Yeah, and those points are gonna become huge.
Yeah. So
oh, go ahead.
Sure. With that, we are going to be finishing out that race. That one being pre-recorded. We're going to have no interviews, but that's no problem because we're going to be moving right into another exciting race in about 7 minutes. So stick around for that. That's going to be Malay versus Chai Kitty. And so yeah, that'll be a fun one. See you then.